Top of the morning, top of the night, whatever the case may be. My name's Ben Matthews, aka Ben Time Traveler. I am who I say I am. Your government was inside the government ain't. Trust me on this. I know these things. Well, this ain't gonna be very long, man. I just want to come out here and give a shout out to Paris, Logan. I appreciate you, man, asking about me. Yeah, I was sick for quite a while, man. They don't know. They can't find out what's wrong with me. I'm feeling a lot better now, but I was sick there for a minute, man. I What happened was there's a kitten outside that wasn't doing very well, just laying around. It was sick. I could tell it had worms too. Maybe its belly was all blown up. So the big heart I got, I brung it inside the house and nurtured it back to health, and wouldn't drink, wouldn't eat. And I got some kitty formula for it and got to take some of that in, and it still wasn't doing good. So I decided I'll just take it to the vet, because I tried deworming it myself and it wasn't working. The shit they sell over the counter ain't worth the crap anyway. Well, I had a choice to either pay for my medication for myself or pay for the cat, because that's the way it is in my life, man. So I figured, I'd just go ahead and pay for the cat and I'd be all right. Well, that wasn't the case, man. I caught something again, whether it was COVID or whatever the hell it was. Who knows? I wasn't getting tested for it. I did have to go to the hospital, but I wasn't getting tested for to see if I had COVID again. And chances are, I'm pretty sure I had it again anyway. It seems like I'm gonna be one of them people that just keep catching this shit over and over. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough to pay for my medication and my inhaler and shit. I was out. That really complicated the problem with me being sick. Couldn't hardly breathe at all, man. That's why I had to go to the hospital. Couldn't breathe at all. They gave me an, my inhaler for free, which was cool. I only had to wait, I don't know, 3 weeks before I was able to get mine. Be able to pay for it. Anyway, that's about what happened, man. It put me down for quite a while, man. And then the cat, after I took it to the vet, they didn't really resolve the problem with the cat. They gave it some deworming medicine and flea medicine, and it didn't resolve the cat's problem. The cat was still sick. So I ended up taking it the other day, go to a different veterinarian, and because I didn't like the first one I went to, they weren't doing their job, man. If you ask me. Anyway, second veterinarian I took the kitten to. It's a boy. His name's Speedy, by the way. They gave me some stuff for his stomach and like antibiotics or whatever for cats and stuff. They pretty much knew what was wrong with it. The first vet should have known what was wrong with it. But then I took him the first of the month, 2 days ago. He's just starting to show signs of being better. I mean, he'll run around, he'll play for hours and stuff, man. He'll have a good old time, man. And then all of a sudden, he just kind of shuts down, and I know he's got to go to the bathroom. He'll go. He goes in the kitty litter box, but when he shuts down, and I pick him up, put him in the kitty litter box, he'll go to the bathroom instantly, man. But he ain't got no firm shits, man. He's got the runs. He's had to run since I found him. So, and then they gave me this paste stuff you can put in his mouth, man. It's supposed to make his shit firm, and then they gave me like I guess some kind of like antibiotics, whatever they call it, shit for whatever he's got in him. going on. I gave him a shit sample, so they'll run a test on that. If there's anything that more they can do, then I'll have to go get it for him. But yeah, he's doing good, man. And I call him Speedy. He's pretty. When he's feeling good, man, he's fast as shit, man. When he's feeling good, he's running around doing flips in the air and shit, man, beating up the other cats and shit, man. He's just a normal kitten, man. And all of a sudden, just before he's got to go to the bathroom, man, he just wants to shut down and not move. And yeah, at first he had gas, man. It was terrible. Every time he farted, he'd take off running and shit because it'd scare him, man. It's funny, but it ain't funny, man. It'd scare him. He'd take off running, man. He'd leave little droplets and shit. But I'm just glad he's used the kitty litter box, man. But yeah, he's fast, man. He's his personality ain't came out yet, man. But it's just a matter of time. I'll introduce y'all to him later, man. But I just want to thank Paris for checking in on me, man. I appreciate her, man. Because it sure did kick my ass there for a minute, man. Bad enough that it sent me to the hospital. And like I said, unfortunately, I didn't have enough money for my own medication. I spent that on the cat, man, on the kitten, which I don't mind, not complaining at all, man. But I didn't think I was going to end up getting sick, during that period of time. And right after I took the cat to the vet, man, I got sick. I might got sick from the cat. I don't know, man, but I didn't get tested for COVID. They wanted to test me for COVID, man, but I told them, no, I'm done with that shit, man. I'm done with everything. It's got to do with that fucking bullshit, man. I just don't care anymore, man. It's like getting up every day and it's the same routine, the same song and dance over and over and over, with life, this whole world, man. It's the same bullshit, man, by the same group of people, man. It's like George Soros and his son buying all these radio stations and shit just to just to push the fucking dirt hate of America and shit, man. So he goes out and buys all these radio stations, and he's gonna come out here and he's gonna spread all this hate and shit, just like he does when he gives all these donations to this prosecutor or this judge and shit, man, and because he knows what type of people they are, man. They hate America. They're racist against white people, man. It's the same shit. But George Soros should be a security risk to the United States of America, man. But he's shaking hands with Harris's vice president pick Waltz, shaking hands with the son was shaking hands with him, sucking on his woo woo and shit, man. You know, they're just fucking they're just communist pigs, man. They're just you know what? People that vote for that shit, man, you're gonna get what you deserve, man. That's all I got to say, man. I'm tired of sitting there trying to educate these people out here too and shit. I don't give a shit about them anymore either, man. They're gonna get what they deserve, man. You know, they're gonna be the first ones to be disposed of and shit, man. Because they're useless idiots. All right, man. I gotta go get some bills paid and shit, man, and get shit done. That's another thing, man. I don't never take time to myself, man. I don't never rest and shit, man. I run myself ragged. I run until I'm past empty and shit, man. Trying to do things for other people and shit. Even when I'm down and out, even when I was sick, man, I still was on the go doing all this shit, man. Running from one town to another and just not taking any time out for myself to recover and shit, man. I just keep pushing myself and pushing myself, man. But that's the type of person I am, man. Even if I'm sick, I'm gonna do for other people and shit. I know people say, "Oh, you need to slow down and take care of yourself and shit, man. Well, you know, I'm 61 years old. Fuck. I done lived a hard life and shit, man. It's been full, man. You know, it's a full life for somebody my age. So it's all good. But no, they didn't kick me off YouTube. They had before. Is that Paris? Yeah. Man, Mage is in the house too, man. I ain't seen you in a while. I love both of you, man. Is that Super Dave? I can't tell. Can't read the chats. I know it. MH in Paris. Super Dave. Love you all, man. But I do appreciate you, Paris, checking in on me, man. You actually made me feel a lot better that day, man. Although I told you I was going to come out and make a video shortly after that shit, and I never did it because I just wasn't going to be up to it, man. All right, I got bills to go pay, man. Fucking, yeah. I'm hoping this afternoon I'll be able to lay down for a while, man. Yeah, I'll introduce y'all soon enough to the new addition to the family, Speedy. I hope he gets better, man. Changed his cat food too, man. He brought some kitty cat food. Excuse me. And cat foods, man, it's just like the size of a, I don't know, it's so tiny, man. Like a grain of rice, man. That's how small the cat food is, man. But because he was eating regular adult cat food and that fancy feast, and I quit giving him fancy feast. I'm gonna quit giving my other cats fancy feast too, man. They love that turkey and gravy and chicken and gravy, man. But and I'm putting them all on a different good brand of cat food, man, and put them on a diet, man. All my cats got overweight. I wonder why. I feed them good, man, but I don't give them table scraps or anything. But they get their fancy feast and temptation and their temptation treats. And all three of them products ain't worth the shit, man. They taste good as shit. I guarantee you that. Cats love them, man. But you got to give them healthy shit, man. Healthy food. We'll see how that goes over, man. They're gonna have an attitude with me probably for a couple of days, but they'll get over it though. I can't. I just can't believe how small that kitty food is, man. About the size of a rice, man. That could have been a problem, man. Who knows what the kitten was eating outside? You know, I don't know. You know, been eating anything, man. I know. I definitely know it had worms. We resolved that problem, but it's got some kind of I don't know what they call them, some kind of germ inside his gut, man. There's no question about it. We'll see what the tests come back and say. Make sure I save a couple $100 more for that. I'm already over $400 in with that cat. Yeah, the first vet I took them to, man, they didn't do shit. And they even gave me the deworming medicine and flea medicine. One medicine or two medicines in one. They even gave me that free, and still charged me a couple $100 and they didn't resolve the problem. I took them to a different vet, man, and bam, boom, bam, bing. And they were so nice and seemed like they were a lot more caring than the other place was, man. Funny thing about it, I got his shit, some of his shit taken to be tested, and I forgot it and left it in the fucking refrigerator. But I told him, man, just set him in the kitty litter box and he'll probably go right for you instantly, man. Sure enough, that's what he did, man. So they set him in a kitty litter box and he went just like that. It's hard getting that pasty shit in his mouth, the tube, man. He got squirted in his mouth and shit, man. God, that little son of a bitch, man, he gives me hell with that. So I had to wrap him up in a blanket for I can keep his feet and shit all tight and shit, man, and give it to him that way, man. Man, and he's all, like, I'm fucking, I ain't having none of that. First time he didn't know what was going on. Second time he's like, I ain't going for that shit this time. Then they gave me this other medicine you just sprinkle on his food, which I wish it all was that easy, man. That's the most important medicine anyway, is the one I'm sprinkling on his food. The other stuff is the pasty shit. That's just to firm up his poop. But yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do, man. There's a lot I like to talk about. Shit, man. Don't forget, we're in October. October surprise, man. It's coming and shit. We got the shipping yards on strike, man. We got the hurricane that just happened and shit, and the people struggling down there, and FEMA saying they ain't got no money and shit, man. What if another hurricane hits or an earthquake or something? There ain't no money left and shit. What do they do with all the money? They spend it on the illegal aliens, man, for housing and food and all that other shit, man. That's exactly what they did. FEMA shouldn't. That's not what that money there is for FEMA, man. It's not there for them illegal aliens. It's for natural disasters, man. It don't even have to be a natural disaster. It's just there for disasters and shit, like hurricanes and tornadoes and floods and fires and earthquakes and whatnot and shit. You know, well, what did they go do? They took millions and millions and millions of dollars and put it towards housing and food for illegal aliens that shouldn't be here to begin with anyway, because they came here illegally, and it's bullshit. So if another hurricane hits, which is looking like that's going to be the case, probably going to get a couple of them here shortly. There's no money for FEMA and shit. It's all bullshit, man. These motherfucking Democrats don't know how to manage money at all, man. They ought to walk in our shoes, huh? But we got to cut corners and shit and go without and shit, man, because we ain't got enough money and shit to make it through, paycheck to paycheck my ass anymore, man. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about, man. It's October surprise, and expect it to be coming here soon. What was that? What Jack just did, man, with dropping this shit and the judge releasing that shit, man, that about Trump, and that's supposed to be changing everybody's opinion and shit, man. It's just a crock of shit, man. Same old song and dance. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. We got a second moon, that's you know to begin with, that little piece of rocket shit came from the moon to begin with. Something collided with the moon, man. Big old piece broke off, got sent out in space, and comes back every so often. That's just part of the moon, man. So, but they don't say none of that shit, man. They try to make it like it's, something that's some big event. Well, it really ain't that big event, man. It's the asteroid that we don't see that's coming, man. That's the one they all gotta worry about and shit, man. But yeah, there's a lot to discuss, man. All right, man. Love you all. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect, and God bless each and every one of you, man. To be that of God and God's army, because you're an army to fear, man. I'll come back out. I'm feeling a lot better and shit, man. So, and come out here and we can kick it for a little bit and shit. That's another thing. My mind, my mind's getting to the point, man, where that old memory, man. You know, that old memory. And there's nothing you can do about that. It is what it is. All right, man. We'll be back out later, man. Let me go pay some bills and get some shit done, man, and take a nap. And then tonight I'll come out and we'll kick it for a little bit and talk about a couple of different things, man.